So Stu Brown and Varina march on into Henrico on homecoming, a Monday homecoming of sorts. Warriors ready for this one. Last 2 years, as I said earlier, losing to Varina, trying to exercise those demons in this one. And this would be a game of, well, mistakes early on. Turnovers, to be exact. It's a fumble on Varina's drive, and Henrico's got the rock. That would lead to this later. Nice-looking option pitch. Number 16, Shahid Adiola. You'll hear his name again later, but Jalen Jones really making this offense tick. A few plays later, Jones going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Henrico would have an early 7-0 lead after the extra point. Henrico on top. Warriors defense, meanwhile, they were the story in this one. Second quarter, it's an Oski. Intercepted by Henrico. Jalen Adkins into Varina territory, but Varina's defense was good as well. Henrico driving down, facing a fourth down. Inside the Varina 20, not getting away from the defense. Number 35 in on the tackle, Nazir Jordan. That would lead to this. Varina's next possession. They did have some good offensive drives when they'd get out of the way of penalties, and here's a run by Raymond R.J. Coles for a big gain that would set up for this. Tick, tick, tick. Time running out in the first half. It's another fumble. The third turnover of the half for the Blue Devils, and they do not score. So at the half, it would still be a 7-0 ball game. Second half, I said penalties were a big part of this game. Jalen Jones, he will not be stopped. Touchdown, Henrico. But you saw the official throw a flag. There were actually 3 flags on the field, all for offensive holding. So the play doesn't count. Either way, Varina dodging a bullet. Still just a 1-score game here. The pass, and what a catch! Top play nominee, number 6, Simon Pinchback. He's been huge for wide receiver position for the Varina Blue Devils, but later, Varina goes forward on fourth down, and for the second time in the game on fourth down, they do not make it. I said you'd hear Shahid Adiola's name once again. Here he comes. Finally, Henrico breaking loose for a big play. No flags. Touchdown, Henrico. From over 20 yards out, Adiola trying to say adios to the Varina Blue Devils. Blue Devils trying to respond. Fourth turnover of the ball game. Henrico's Wild Jefferson with the pick. And just a couple plays later, this is an 80-yard touchdown strike to Jihad Carter and Henrico. 80 yards later has a 21-0 lead and start the celebration. You don't think this win means a lot to these kids? Yes, it does. Henrico wins it 21-0.
We approach every game the same way. It does feel good to come off with a loss and get a victory versus a quality opponent. Coach Brown does a great job with those young men over there, but we feel like we coach our kids up too. This time we allowed our kids to be coached. Our kids played as if they were coached this time. We feel like we didn't play our best games the last 2 seasons when they beat us when we thought we were a better team.